everybody, and welcome to this video on functions. So the first question that we ask is, what is a function? So a function is a relationship between two or more variables. Now we will first be looking at two variables, x and y. So we have that x in this case is the input variable. Then we have some relationship or rule that we apply, and we have an output. Now, if this relationship is to be a function, what we have is that every input must have at most one output. So every input must have at most one output. In other words, for every x, we must have at most one y. So to find out if something is a function, we can use the vertical line test. What that requires is running a vertical line through our relationship and seeing how many times it cuts. If it cuts only once the entire time, then we have that it is a function, and if at any stage it cuts more than once, then it is not a function. Let us have a look at an example. So over here we have a series of different relationships, and we would like to determine whether it is a function. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a vertical line and run it through this, and we can see that if we take a vertical line for the first one, so there's our vertical line, and if we have that vertical line go all the way through the function, it will only at any given stage cut once. And because it cuts once, yes, this is a function. Let us have a look at the second one. So again, let us have our vertical line test, and we run it through the function, and then we note at the relationship, and we notice at some stage for this one over here that we have that it cuts twice. So remember, for it to be a function, it can only cut once, and if it cuts more than once, then it is not a function. So let us have a look at the next one. For this one here, it's an exponential graph, and if we have a vertical line, we can go through the whole graph, and at any given point, it cuts once. So yes, this is a function. For the last one, we can see that at the beginning it cuts once, but later on there are places where it cuts 2 times, so this is not a function. So that is how we determine whether a relationship is a function, and that is what a function is. Please watch our next video on more information on functions.